Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys are all doing so well. Welcome and welcome back to the Beauty House. As you can tell by the title, this is gonna be underneath the series of Inside the Beauty Haus Kit Series episode 4. Unfortunately, this possibly might be the last episode in this series for right now, only because with the last few items that I do have to show you guys, I got most of the products that can now allow me to go out, take clients, and pretty much do my job. So, but this is not like the final because of course I'm always going to be swapping out products, changing new products, getting rid of things, adding new things. But just for right now, this possibly might be the last one. But I hope you guys learned so much thus far and even going to try out a few items of your own. But if you're interested in the remainder of what I got, then continue to watch. So the first item that I'm going to go in with is by the brand called Medicube. Medicube is a Korean skincare brand. I'm not too sure how long they've been around, but it is a brand that people are now starting to come around and utilize. So I hear good reviews, so that's why I'm picking up these face pads to go into my kit. These are the Red Sussex Acid Peeling Pad. It has Sussex Acid, Panthenol, and niacinamide. Now, upon doing some research, Sussex acid and niacinamide works amazingly together because it helps with acne prone skin. It also helps with hydration and combat inflammation in the skin and also redness. So I got this pretty much for all of my clients most likely because again it is a duo, so it can work for either way. So clients that have oily skin, clients that's acne prone skin, clients that has normal skin if they just want hydration. So of all of the face pads that they do have, I decided to go with this one. Next we have, this is called Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner Quick Dry. Now let me tell you a quick little story time because you know I love a good story. Honey, I was trying to pick out which size made sense for the price. So I got the one that was $14, not really considering the fact that it said 2 fluid ounces. Honey, what am I going to do with this? This is tiny. Because the bigger one, if I'm not mistaken, is like $20 or $30. Now I will say Cinema Secrets is pricey, but it's completely understandable because this is actually a brush cleaner. Now, when you're doing clients, so say even working on yourself and you need to change a color from a brush that you're using, you're going to use this. Just going to use a little bit, wipe it on a paper towel, and it's going to get clean. I personally would only utilize this to clean in between switching out colors on a brush. This is not a deep cleaning product, or at least I wouldn't utilize it as that. So say if you are working on multiple people, possibly multiple brides, or just multiple people in general, you do want to have, honestly speaking, everyone have their own set of brushes. Now that happens when you start to really build up your kit more, get more clients, get more money, then you can do that. But for now, this would be just to clean in between. And if you're able to deep clean your brushes, you possibly can. But like I said, this is more so for quick drying, a quick clean of a brush. So I have that. Then I have bought me some sharpeners. Now this one is already open because I did a client, well pretty much like for my portfolio, and I already opened it, and the first thing I sharpened was a lip pencil. So that's why I labeled this one lips. I might label this one eyes, or I should just know it's for eyes, clearly, if it's not lips. And I got 2 because you want to always be sanitary. You will have eye products, you will have lip products, and you don't want cross-contamination ever for any reason. So it's just best to have one specifically for lips and one specifically for eyes. And of course, when you are utilizing these, you always want to spray down the pencil that you're using first. Then you want to sharpen it. Then you want to spray it again in the cap to be extra sanitary. Then also you have to take it apart and also clean this as well. You're gonna clean it with 70% alcohol, okay? A little tip as per usual. And that's from the brand Elf. Also from Elf, I know that brand is my tried and true. So if y'all know somebody, I know somebody, hello, I'll let you girl, okay? Put me on the PR list. I got a brow lift gel from them, and it's clear. Doesn't have a color to it, it's clear. I usually don't have this in my kit, and I never really saw a reason to have it, but upon watching other videos and just again always wanted to perfect my craft and try new tips, tricks, and techniques, I see that sometimes they utilize a pomade or something to hold the brows down so you can really actually see the shape of the natural brow and know exactly where to fill in the sparse hairs, which makes sense because I personally don't use it because I don't have to use it, but you are going to get clients sometimes that have stubborn hairs and you can't really get to do the brow precisely how you want to, so I see a need for it. I said, you know what, I don't want to spend too much money on one of these just yet. I know NYX has one for like $9-10, something underneath the name of Glue, and I hear it's amazing. But I'm like, I don't want to spend that right now. So I got this one from Elf. I think it was around $6 roughly, and it's clear. So pretty much, it's clear. So you're pretty much going to take your spoolie, you're going to dip it in the product, and you're going to put it onto the eyebrow, also forming it along with your hand so you get the true shape that you need. And also you could utilize the brush if you like bend it a little bit so it's not at an angle, and that's going to help you to sculpt the brow. Let it sit for a second, and then you can go in and add any powders, pencils, pomades that you need. So I said, you know what, let me get it for my kit. Then we have from Elf, I know, we have 2 eyebrow pencils. Now I did show you guys that I do have the powders, which also is useful, but again, different brows to me utilize different product. So I also have to look into getting the skinny pens that is more like a eyeliner pen that you like brush in the hairs. Again, just to have different things in my kit. But right now I have these 2 pencils, which I believe would work well as long as I utilize the gel and then the pencil, because now it's gonna get the hairs how I want it to. So I got it in 2 colors because I have another one soft brown already. So I got one in a neutral brown. And I'm gonna swatch that for you guys. So a neutral brown to pose more cool tone, and then I got it in a cool brown, which is cool as well, but to me it's dark of the 2 of them. I don't know if you could tell, but the one at the top is neutral brown and this one is cool brown. So again, people usually wear their hair is dark or brown. Usually these plus my soft brown is usually universal for everyone, unless you have especially dark brows, then you could get away with a black brown, but these should be able to do the trick and they're universal like I said. Then for concealer, now with my Graf Tobin palette, it does work amazingly, but I still also wanted to have concealers. So I went back to my tried and true, and this is what I have for now. LA Girl Pro Concealers. Honey, I forgot how much I spent on this bag, but this is pretty much all of the concealers that they have in their line. So this is a mix of your light colors, your warm colors, your dark colors, of course, your cool tone colors. Now, I am not going to open these up and swatch them for you. I just will not do that. All love, but I won't do it. You can always go on their website to see exactly the swatches and how they look. But these are the tried and trues, and these were what I used to use in my kit back in the day. And honey, at the end of it all, you can never go wrong. These are roughly between $3 to $5 on its own. And as you guys see in my tutorials, I should call them talk-torials. Ooh, that was good. That was off the top of the dome, guys. That was quick. But in those, you could tell there's one that I use all the time, and I love The formulation of it is thick, it's creamy, it does exactly what it needs to do. So I said, let me just go back and get these. Now, the way I will have these, if I'm working like, say, a bridal party, I'll probably have all of them. But if I'm working on one client, and if I possibly met them before and we had some type of interaction where I could see their skin, I'll most likely just pick a few of these and take. I'm probably not going to have all of them, but it all depends on how I organize my kit. So we'll see. But these are them. And I got a set of, I guess you can say this is a 5-piece eyelash application, eyebrow scissors, the color rose gold. Color is absolutely gorgeous. Now I got this because sometimes you will have to trim up your client's brows. That's just what it is. If you want amazing brows, you have to start with amazing clean brows. So sometimes you're gonna have to clean them up a bit. And also for eyelash application. So this comes with the little scissors, the eyelash curler, a pair of tweezers to apply the eyelashes. These are the silicone guards for the curler if you needed to change them out. This is another set of tweezers, most likely to like pinch them together so that it holds, and yet another pair of tweezers. These you can also utilize as well to apply your lashes or just to clean up the brow. Like I said, sometimes you will need to clean up your brows. That's why in one of the other episodes I spoke about the disposable eyebrow razors, because sometimes you need to clean up the brows, and that's just that. So this is in rose gold. I wish it came like a little case, it would have been nicer, but I'm gonna see how I'm gonna organize it in my kit. And guys, we have before I open that one, I'm gonna open this one. I didn't want to open this one, but I'm gonna open it just to show you guys what it is. Like I said, I didn't really want to open it, but here we are. So these are, I wanted one, but it came in a pack of 2. These are collapsible or foldable garbage cans. So let's see. Okay. And I open it up. I may need a little bit of time. But this is a garbage can. And you will need these in general. You always want to keep your station looking clean and neat and tidy. Any disposable thing that you have, this is, you could clean it inside, I'm sure, but if you want, you could probably use maybe doggy bags, possibly. Put it in there if you don't want to do the extra hassle of cleaning this. You always want to clean. You always want to have a clean workstation. Always. That's just what it is. If you're a barber, you want your station to be clean. If you're a chef, you want your station to be clean. A nail tech, you want your station to always be clean. Cleanliness, besides being able to create beautiful artwork, sanitation matters. Cleanliness matters when it comes to makeup. You are playing with people's face, you're playing with people's skin, so you have to always make sure you are utilizing every opportunity to be clean and sanitary. So anything that's disposable, garbage, tissue, eyeshadow brushes if you use the little brushes, sponges if they're the disposable wedges, anything, you're gonna throw it in one of these. Always be clean and tidy, okay? Like I said, it came with 2. Then last but not least, I know, don't be sad, I ordered, I think I told you guys that I was waiting on a blush palette, a powder blush palette from Sheglam, and it came. So this is the packaging. This is, they have different ones. I forgot the name of this one, but they have different ones. I don't know if Floral Flush Blush Palette is the name of it, but let's just say that's the name of it. So this is it when you open it up. These are the colors. So I'm gonna swatch them for you. Let me see how I could do this. That's the first. Can you see those? My swatches are always terrible. Like, why do I do this to myself? And then these are the last. These are the last 3 swatches. So those 3 and those 3. I hope you guys are able to see it. Terrible swatches. But I got this colorway. I don't have any tissue. Jeez. But I got this colorway because this is more so for... I definitely work a lot more with warm and brown tones, but this is still able to be utilized for lighter skin, fair skin, medium skin tones. Because again, you can always play, mix and match them to see and always customize a shade for you that you need or are looking for your client. So this is a short one. I know. But we have most of the things that we need to get back out there in the field. I am so glad that you guys allowed me the opportunity to share with you the products that I got. Also educate you if I did educate you guys. Give you some tips and tricks. But don't worry, the next few episodes possibly is going to be me actually putting everything into the kit. See how everything fits. See how I organize everything in my kit. Thank you so much for tuning into this series. Thank you so much for taking a piece of your day and choosing to share it with little old me. If you like this makeup look, I do have a video recreated this video look. It definitely was the impromptu look. So I'm glad it came out as good as it did. This is the impromptu look that I did. So definitely check out that video. I will have it in the bio. Thank you again so much. I love you guys so much. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. Thank you so much. Always be amazing. Be well wherever you are in the world. Be blessed. And again, I thank you so much. Love you. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, share, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Until next time. Mwah.